and welcome to my channel. It's Rebecca, also known as 4Kids at 147, and I'm here with my craft stash challenge. So I hope you've joined in with me on getting your craft stash used. It's been about a month since I last did the video, so I thought I'd let you know where I was up to and my thoughts continuing on. So, of all the stash goodies that I did have to use up, I have used some of everything. So I thought I'd show you what I'd got used. So this word strip sticker, I have used quite a few. Maybe not as many as I could have done. However, I did have some other word stickers in there as well. So we've got those. Cedar Lane, all gone. Bonus, packaging empty. So that was my big success story, is that I've got all those used up. Of the Heidi Swap Puffy words, I've got quite a few of those used up now. They could possibly all fit on one sheet. But yeah, I've done very well with those. Also the Pink Paisley Sailor V. I am down to just a handful of those stickers left. But considering how many, well, initially were on the sheet, and even so were on the sheet when I started using them up, I think I've done well. I've also made quite a dint in the craft market. These little gold stickers, I've used up quite a few of those that I didn't think I would. Sequin Studio Puffs, not as well. I have managed to use a couple, but not as well as I'd hoped. I don't know if it's because my stash of real sequins has grown that I'm finding it hard to use these ones, but anyway, I did get rid of some. I got a couple more of these lovely leatherette stickers from Citrus Twist Kit used. I actually got a couple of the ice lollies used, which was amazing. Of these Millie and Jude puffy dots, I only have 2 gold ones left, and to be honest, they're sort of the gold's wearing off them a little bit, which is probably what stopped me from using these two. But even so, empty sheet pretty much. We've got the Heidi Swap Puffy stickers. Now I knew these would be hard. I think I may have used a number, but other than that I have really struggled using up more, but I have at least used some. And then the Citrus Twist word stickers, I'm like well down. I've got things like stubborn as a mule, and walking my dog, of which I don't have a dog. I have things like that are left, but I think I've done pretty amazing in regards to those. So my thoughts going forward, I felt that I've done really well actually on using these up within a month. Now I will give you one little hint for my little cheat. Well, it's not a cheat, it's a layout idea that happened to fall within the same month. So let me get hold of it. Me and my friend decided to do this cut file. Now this layout is sat here, I'm not quite sure if it's finished yet, but we decided to do this pinwheel cut file that, if I remember rightly, was from Hip Kit, but please don't hold me to that because I'm not quite sure. But we decided to do this a few weeks ago to use up like different coloured embellishments that we have. Things like this little fox that we might have struggled to use, and we just have loads of coloured embellishments that are sorted by colour. So we decided to do this layout. Now I did get quite a few of the bits used on here. So I've got things like the Heidi Swap little star got in there. This little touch of yellow at the top is actually one of those Citrus Twist ice lollies, as is this purple one. So I got those used that I didn't think I would. I got a couple of those little word stickers in. I even got the acorn in. That's where I got the blue acorn is stuck in the little blue pocket down here. And that was also off that sheet. It was the arrow. It actually goes all the way underneath, but I used it for the colour that was on it. So if you fancy doing a layout like this, this helps when you're trying to use up embellishments, especially things that you may not think you'll use. So I've got a lemon on here, for example. Might not have been in my stash challenge to use up, but I had got these in a Studio Calico kit. I have done a layout with the lemons, but then I still had lemons hanging about. So things like that got used up, and as I say, these little ice creams and stuff that you may not use. I've even got another ice lolly down here. So if you're after a layout idea to help you use up those random little bits that you don't see having a place on a layout, this sort of layout is great, and that did help with my stash busting this time, I must admit. But I am planning on carrying it on. I have moved my pegboard. What I think I'm going to do is I think I may keep these word stickers in, because I don't feel as though these have been used enough to ditch, and the idea is that I want to ditch stuff if not. So the Citrus Twist kits, I love these word stickers. I might leave them on my desk for a little bit longer, but I can only see maybe about 4 that I will be able to use. So maybe I'll just set myself a challenge to use the 4 that I can, 4 or 5, and then I'll get rid of that. Heidi Swap puffy stickers, I've had these for an eternity. To be honest, I can't see myself using much more of them, and even if I had a layout where I would possibly use them, I don't think I'd remember that I have them at the right time. So these are going to go. These Millie and Jude are going to go, because I'm not liking the way the gold effect is coming off on those. The other colours were great, which is why they've all gone, but those gold ones are going to go. Citrus Twist kit, the only one I may use is Summer Sun. That's the only one on there. I may chop that out and pop that in my yellow embellishment box, but apart from that, it's going to go. I think I'm also over these. I think these are going to go as well, as is pretty much all the rest. So these Craft Market, I've used them quite a lot. They have got cream on them, which is what I'm finding hard. I do like more of a white based product, so for the fact they've got cream on, I think is why I'm still struggling with those last few. Pink Paisley, again, I could possibly see myself using 2 of them. Apart from that, I think they're all words that I'm not really going to use, so they're going to go. As the same with these Heidi Swap, I may decide to put these arrows in that actual colour embellishment box in case I do a layout like that again, but yeah, I'm done with them. I'm done with them. So all those are going to go, as are these words, though, as I say, I might keep them on my desk for just 1 or 2 more layouts. I'm going to transfer these over to my next lot, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through my stash, find things that maybe I've struggled to use and want to try, a bit like those Heidi Swap, also with a mixture of things that I just keep forgetting I have, or they're stored in a different place because they're a weird size. So I'm going to go and do that, and then I will come back and show you what my next pegboard of Use It or Lose It looks like. So here is my new Use It or Lose It wall. For anybody that's seen my craft room tour, I have moved it to my other pegboard. I am going to be filming another craft room tour hopefully today, but I thought I'd get the pretty things on the wall before I do, rather than the packets that are half gone. So to go through what I've now got on my Use It or Lose It, this may be a month, it may be a bit more than a month, depends on how much I get to scrap, but I've got the same fancy pants word stickers that I had before, because I felt as though they've not had enough of a workout. Excuse me. I've also got some washi strips. Now these are ones that I got in a recent Studio Calico kit haul, and I have broken up the kits, so I thought these can go on the wall and get used up. I have these gorgeous felt leaves. These are from Freckled Fawn, and I had them in a kit when I subscribed to them, oh, probably a couple of years ago now, I've used a few, but they are probably my harder item to use, so I'm going to try and see how many of those I can get on pages. I've got part of a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. This is Kaiser Craft. I think it's called Happy Snap. Happy Snap or Happy Snaps. I've got a few of these sticker sheets, so I may try and include some of these each time. Some of them might be a bit harder, maybe the days of the week, but maybe I can incorporate them into a spread. I've then pulled in these Yes Please gold icons by My Mind's Eye, because I keep forgetting I have them. So that again might be another bit of a harder item to use. And I've tried to make sure that I get some small bits as well. So I've got these Bella droplets, of which I've used all the other 3 colours on the sheet. I've got 2 left, so I'm going to try and use those up. And I've pulled in some really old Kaiser, well, when they were called Kaiser Scrapbook, so Kaiser Craft pearls. I used to have 2 sheets, so there's one on top of the other, but and I'm losing them, but I'm going to try and use some of those. And then I've got a couple more Studio Calico bits. I've got some puffy stars with dots. I've also got some cork. I have a lot of cork. I have far too much cork for somebody who doesn't really use it. So I'm going to try and use up these little cork page type toppers for this month. And then I've also got these puffy, well, they're sort of, are they puffy? Yeah, they're puffy rather than epoxy. These again are from Studio Calico, but the colour combinations, even on the individual ones, are a little bit different, should we say. So we have pink on green, pink on black, you know, so there's some blue on sort of a reddy burnt orange, and they have some really weird phrases as well. So slowpoke, I mean, that it's not something that I'd necessarily go to use, so I'm going to put those on my wall as well in an attempt to at least use one would be a start, but we'll see how far we go. So when I've assembled these this time, I've tried to not get too many type of wordy type stickers on there. So I know I do still have my word stickers down this side, and I do have some in the puffy as well as some on the Kaiser, but I've tried to make it symbols as well as words. And then I've also tried to make sure that I've included those little things like the stars and the enamel type dots and the pearls, just for if a page doesn't scream for any particular colour, I might at least be able to get a few pearls or something on the page and help to get stuff used up. So I hope you'll join me. We'll see what this is like at the end of April and see whether it's time for a revamp or whether I'm just going to change it all up again. We'll see how we go. But this is my use it or lose it wall for the month of April. So I hope you'll join me. If you've liked this video, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more and see what I end up with at the end of the month, then please hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you all again soon.